For the purpose of clarity, we group schools to illustrate the kindergarten up to grade 3 for the key stage 1 in the crafting of SLCP or School Learning Continuity Plan, enrollment, and pre-production.
Putlungkam Elementary School is consistent with the idea of DepEd leadership, that education of learners should continue despite COVID-19 pandemic. To facilitate the adjustment to new normal, we plan out strategies for the opening of classes for school year 2020-2021 without risking the safety of all learners and to all our teachers. There are different learning modalities being considered, but as face-to-face or physical classes not allowed, we decided to use the decision tree and readiness tool to serve as guide and understand the pros and cons of each modality. Based on the data gathered, majority of learners and parents choose the modular distance learning with print. With the full support of barangay officials and other stakeholders, the school set guidelines on how to implement the modular distance learning. Now, we will show to you the step-by-step implementation of Putlungkam Elementary School Kindergarten dry run on modular distance learning.
Good day everyone! Welcome to La Hacienda Elementary School. But before anything else, my due respect to the school's district supervisor of Alicia, Dr. Danilo A. Apol. Likewise to Dr. Bianito E. Dagatan, our school's division superintendent of the Department of Education, Bohol Province. La Hacienda Elementary School is the biggest among the elementary schools of Alicia District, much bigger than the central school in terms of enrollment. In June 2020, we were thinking of online instructions because our teachers can do the task, but there are still issues. Now, after having attended the LDM Course 1 conducted by the regional training team, we found the one. We crafted the readiness assessment and the decision tree, after which we found out that distance modular learning is suited for us.
The opening of classes for the school year 2020-2021 will be on August 24, 2020. The Ontaga Elementary School teaching staff continue to support all government efforts towards the nation by remaining committed to the goal of delivering accessible, quality, liberating, and safe basic education services amidst this critical time due to COVID-19 pandemic. The plan and strategies of our school for the opening of classes will focus to the learning modality that's suitable to the needs of the learners without risking the health and safety of our pupils and teachers. Based on the result of the enrollment survey form of our enrollees, we found out that most of the parents prefer on the modular distance learning modality with printed materials since Ontaga Elementary School is located in the barangay that has slow internet connection, parents' lack of gadgets, and the government also strictly prohibit the use of face-to-face learning modality. For the sake of our young generation, education must continue. The Ontaga Elementary School believe that if the teachers, parents, barangay officials, and community unite in sentiments, in thoughts, and in purpose, we may have a strength to find the means to fight the COVID-19 pandemic in order to achieve education in this new normal situation.
For the past few months, the school head and teachers, together with the stakeholders of Katipunan Elementary School May, crafted a step-by-step process for modular distance learning. According to Dr. Briones, education must continue amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. Thus, our school planned out strategies for the opening of classes without risking the health and safety of our pupils and of our teachers. Different modalities are being considered, but as face-to-face learning modality is not allowed, our pupils opted modular distance learning modality with printed materials. With the help of our stakeholders, the school set guidelines on how this modality be implemented.
District Supervisor Danilo A. Aton, our Schools Division Superintendent Bianito Idagatan, our DepEd Regional Director Salustiano T. Jimenez, our DepEd Secretary Leonor Magtulis Briones. Education must be continued even we are facing the crisis of COVID-19. The pandemic is not the reason to stop educating our children, because I believe that every crisis there is an opportunity. We, the teaching staff of Napo Elementary School, Alicia District, together with our external stakeholders, are working together to set the guidelines and crafting step-by-step process in modular distance learning, particularly in our school. We know that face-to-face learning modality is not allowed. We have a choice with the modular distance learning modality through printed materials. And we find ways and means how this distance learning modality is implemented, even our school have presence of locally stranded individuals coming from the different regions in our country. So we agreed that the printed materials will be picked up and returned in their respective purok in the barangay.
With regards to our current situation, which is beyond our control, education must not stop. We, the soldiers in the Department of Education, has to adopt whatever means to give quality education to our learners. Face-to-face, as of this time, is not allowed because of the coronavirus or the COVID-19, which is totally affected the whole world. The Department of Education moves heaven and earth with the supervision and guidance of our Secretary Leonor Briones to pursue the education of our learners in the school year 2020-2021. Adapting to the new normal is truly a very difficult task, but with the series of webinars to our school administrators, school heads, and teachers, it eases the situation. In our school, we conducted data gathering in choosing our distance learning delivery modality. From the data gathered, we chooses the modular distance learning. Step-by-step process were made and to be fully implemented.
Ang Departamento sa Edukasyon ubo sa mando sa pangagamhanan pinasubay usab sa pagpaningkamot sa atong DepEd Secretary nga nag-ingon, distance learning is a major component of learning delivery for this school year 2020-2021. Busa, ang Progreso Elementary School naghimo og hiniusang pagbansay-bansay sa mamahimong mahitabo sa pag-abli unya sa eskwela karong umaabot Agosto 24, 2020 gamit ang distance learning modality printed. Uban sa mga panghinaot nga unta kini mamahimong progresibo. Daghang salamat. Keep safe always, and we heal as one. So long, Edo Calidad.